Welcome to Everyday Vital Path, your daily health journey. There's a truth not everyone dares to tell you. Every heavy step, every sleepless night due to cramps, or that cold numbness in your feet. These aren't normal signs of aging. They're silent cries for help from your circulatory system. But what troubles me most is that most of us are missing an incredibly simple solution, something readily available in your kitchen that can start improving blood flow in just hours. I want you to be honest with yourself. Are you accepting these discomforts just because you think that is how aging is? Or are you ready to discover the secret thousands of people over 60 have used to regain flexibility and comfort in their legs? If you choose the latter, subscribe to Everyday Vital Path right now, because what I'm about to share will completely change your perspective on midlife health. Before we continue, I have a question for you. Do you believe that a small change in your diet today can help you walk confidently well into your 70s? Hey, I believe in the power of small changes. I'm still skeptical about this. Let me know your choice by commenting A or B below. Number 11. Water. One question I often get from patients are ages, "Doctor, is there some magic potion to help blood flow better to my legs?" And you know what? I always begin my answer with something so simple we often forget it: a glass of plain water. Let me tell you about Sarah, my 68-year-old patient. She tried everything, but her legs remained cold and heavy. When I asked, "Sarah, have you drunk enough water today?" she hesitated. We often think, what's so important about water? But imagine the blood in our body as a river. After 60, that river sometimes runs dry. Plain water is the rain that fills that river, preventing blood from becoming thick and sluggish. However, I must tell you this truth, with all due respect to water, it's the foundation, not the solution. Just like you can't build a strong house on just a foundation without walls. Water maintains life, keeps our machine from drying out, but it does contain the special ingredients to truly clear and widen the blood vessels that are gradually narrowing. So, do drink 8 glasses of water daily as a promise to yourself. But don't expect it alone to chase away the cold in your feet. Our journey is just beginning from this most important starting point. Number 10. Green tea. My dear friends, we've all probably heard of green tea as a fountain of youth, a miraculous drink. I used to believe that too, until I met John, my patient in his 70s. He said, "Doctor, I drink green tea every day, regular as clockwork, yet my legs still feel heavy and cold." Have you ever felt this way? The truth is, green tea is like a good friend, but one who acts very slowly. The antioxidants in it, called catechins, are indeed good for our blood vessels, but they are not a miracle cure that can quickly fix nitric oxide deficiency after 60. It improves blood circulation by only about 12%, a modest number, and requires months of consistency. To see even slight results, imagine our blood vessels as a highway needing expansion. Green tea is like a small maintenance crew working diligently bit by bit, not a massive workforce that can immediately widen lanes. Moreover, there's a paradox. The caffeine in green tea can sometimes cause slight blood vessel constriction, especially in sensitive people. So while we're trying to open up roads, we might unintentionally create more traffic jams. I still recommend green tea for its many other health and brain benefits. But if your main goal is to regain warmth and easy circulation in your legs right now, this isn't the final answer. See it as a companion for the long journey, not a savior. And remember, don't use boiling water. Use water at about 80 C 176 F to preserve its most essential nutrients. Number 9. Tomato juice. My dear friends, sometimes the most wonderful solutions hide in the simplest things. And to me, this glass of tomato juice is precisely such a hidden gem. A fantastic addition I want to share with you today. I remember a patient of mine named Mark. He was very cautious about his blood sugar, so sweet fruit juices were strictly off limits. He was quite surprised when I suggested tomato juice. "Doctor, isn't that just another sugary drink?" he asked, and I replied, "No, Mark, this is a completely different story. The secret lies in a compound called lycopene. Imagine lycopene as a tiny army of protectors, tasked with shielding our blood vessel cells from attacks by free radicals, the culprits that make blood vessels stiff and narrow. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that regularly consuming unsalted tomato juice can significantly improve elasticity of blood vessel walls. What I appreciate about tomato juice is that it delivers clear benefits, without making us worry about sugar content like other fruit juices. Its flavor reminds us of lush gardens and purity. And most importantly, it's very easy to incorporate into our daily breakfast routine. So, next time you're looking for a warm drink to start your day, try a cup of warm tomato juice. Add a little black pepper to enhance absorption. See it as a gentle reminder that good health is often built from the simplest, most consistent, and most accessible choices. Number 8. Tart cherry juice. My dear friends, our journey to regain warmth in our feet is sometimes like walking a path full of seemingly promising choices. And tart cherry juice is precisely such a crossroads. It's beautiful, it's appealing, but we need to look clearly before stepping onto this path. I once had a patient, Helen, who was thrilled after reading about the anti-inflammatory benefits of this juice. She drank it daily, hoping to soothe her aches and improve circulation. And it did work. The anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants in cherries, genuinely help relax blood vessel walls. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows it can improve blood flow by up to 18%. But then one day, Helen came back to the clinic with another concern. Her blood sugar had increased significantly. And that is the unfortunate paradox of this juice. Do you ever feel like you're taking one step forward only to take 2 steps back? 1 cup of tart cherry juice can contain up to 30 grams of sugar. When we drink it, we unintentionally create an undercurrent that damages the very blood vessels we're trying to heal. Therefore, my advice to you is clear. If you choose tart cherry juice, be a smart consumer. Dilute it, 1 part juice to 3 parts water, and drink it in the morning when your body is most active and best equipped to process that sugar. It's a companion with potential, but one that needs careful training. Number 7. Cocoa. My dear friends, there is a truth about aging that I've come to realize. We often distrust things that bring simple joy. And today, I want to talk about one such joy. Something that can turn a quiet afternoon into a warmth that spreads throughout the body. That is cocoa. I remember Michael, a patient of mine in his 70s. He told me that the icy coldness in his feet seemed to have stolen the joy of life as simple pleasures. So I suggested he try a cup of pure cocoa, not baking cocoa or sweetened hot chocolate mix, but raw, bitter, pure cocoa powder. And the miracle happened in just about 2 hours. Michael called me, his voice full of emotion. Doctor, I can feel warmth in my toes. Can you imagine? Compounds called flavanols in cocoa act like tiny keys, unlocking the gates for nitric oxide production within our blood vessels. When those gates open, blood vessels dilate, and warm blood finally finds its way to the farthest reaches of the body, our feet. But, my friends, the key lies in purity. Remember, we're talking about pure cocoa, not those sugary packaged drinks. Mix it with hot water or milk, and if needed, sweeten it with a bit of stevia. Let its mildly bitter flavor remind us that sometimes the best things come from what is original and potent. Allow yourself to enjoy this dual warmth in your soul and in your very bloodstream. Number 6. Pomegranate juice. My dear friends, if there is any juice that makes me think of a precious jewel in the world of nutrition, it's pomegranate juice. It possesses a dazzling beauty and a hidden strength. I remember a patient of mine named Barbara. She called the cold numbness in her legs uninvited guests. After doing some research, she invested a significant amount of money in pure pomegranate juice, hoping for a miracle. And the results were astounding. Special compounds called punicalagins in pomegranates act like loyal bodyguards. Instead of directly creating more nitric oxide, they stand guard and protect the precious nitric oxide molecules your body already has, preventing them from being destroyed by free radicals. One study showed it could improve blood flow by up to 22%. But, my friends, every story has another side. The beauty of this jewel comes with a price, both literal and figurative. The high sugar content and expensive costs can be significant barriers. To me, pomegranate juice is like an expensive suit, very effective for special occasions, but perhaps not for everyday wear. So, my advice to you is this: view it as a valuable companion, not a foundation. If you choose it, make sure you buy the 100% pure kind, no added sugar, and do dilute it. Let its splendor remind us of the body as complexity and the necessity of making wise choices on our health journey. Number 5. Hibiscus tea, my dear friends. Sometimes the most effective solutions conceal themselves in simplicity. Like a dried hibiscus flower in a small tea bag, I want to take a moment to talk about a drink I call the forgotten treasure, hibiscus tea. I remember Linda, a patient of mine in her 60s. She had tried many methods, but her legs were still frequently tormented by cramps, especially in the middle of the night. On one occasion, I suggested she try hibiscus tea, and the results after just 10 days surprised both her and me. Linda called me, her voice filled with emotion. "Doctor, for the first time in months, I've had a good night's sleep without being woken by cramps. Do you know what miracle occurred? The organic acids and anthocyanins in hibiscus tea act as excellent maintenance engineers for the endothelium, the inner lining of our blood vessels. When this lining is healthy, blood vessels dilate naturally. A 6-week study demonstrated this, showing that hibiscus tea could improve blood flow by up to 31%. And the best part is, it's very accessible. For just a few dollars for a box of tea, you have a health solution for a whole month. Steep the tea bags in hot water for about 10 minutes and enjoy its tart, refreshing flavor each morning and evening. But as a doctor, I must caution you, if you are on blood pressure medication, please consult your doctor first, as this powerful tea can lower your blood pressure. Sometimes, the simplest things hold the greatest power, don't they? Number 4. Watermelon juice, my dear friends. There's a health truth I hold dear. Sometimes, the solutions to the most complex problems are hidden within nature's simplest gifts. And to me, watermelon juice is precisely such a gift. An elegant and effective choice for the journey to regain warmth in your feet. I remember clearly the experience of Robert, a patient of mine in his 70s. He called his icy toes winter pebbles. I suggested he try a glass of fresh watermelon juice each morning. And just about 3 hours after the first day, he called me, his voice unable to hide his surprise. "Doctor, I can feel a slight warmth." Do you know what miracle occurred? It's all thanks to a compound called L-citrulline. Imagine our body as a nitric oxide production factory. L-citrulline is the perfect raw material that factory needs. When you drink watermelon juice, your body converts L-citrulline into L-arginine, and then into nitric oxide, the key that unlocks our blood pathways. What I value about this drink is that it delivers clear results, yet is incredibly gentle. Unlike some other fruit juices, watermelon has a low glycemic index thanks to its high water and natural fiber content. It's like a summer rain soaking into parched land, slow and penetrating. So, next time you spot watermelons at the market, don't just think of backyard barbecues. Think of it as nature's sweet remedy, a warm hug from summer for your feet. Juice it, or simply enjoy fresh chunks. Let your body experience the gentle healing this summer gift provides. Number 3. Celery juice, my dear friends. On our health journey, we sometimes face choices that are far from easy. And this glass of celery juice is the clearest proof. It's not a beverage you savor. It's more like a medicine, potent, effective, but requiring courage. I remember David, a very persistent patient of mine. When I suggested he try celery juice, he looked at me with deep skepticism. "Doctor, that greenish water." But David tried it, and just 3 hours later, he called me. Utterly amazed, I feel like a gentle wave of warmth running down both legs. For the first time in years. Wondering why? The secret lies in the treasure called natural nitrates found in celery. Our bodies have a very clever metabolic pathway. Nitrates from celery, via beneficial bacteria in the mouth and stomach acid, are converted into nitric oxide, the golden key that opens up our blood pathways. Research from the Journal of Hypertension has proven that nitrates from natural vegetables are far more effective than synthetic supplements. But I must be honest with you, its flavor is truly a challenge. It's bitter, with a strong, grassy aroma. This isn't a sweet smoothie, and you need a juicer. But if you truly yearn to rediscover warmth in your feet, this temporary discomfort is perhaps a very small price to pay. See it as a commitment to your own health. Drink it on an empty stomach each morning, hold your nose, and down it in one go if you must. Because sometimes, the best things don't come easily. Right, friends? Number 2, arugula smoothie, my dear friends. Sometimes nature gives us the most powerful solutions in the most humble forms. And if you ask me what the silent giant of the plant world is for awakening warm blood flow in the feet, I wouldn't hesitate to point to this green arugula. Let me tell you about Eleanor, a 72-year-old patient of mine. She had given up hope of walking around the block without being tortured by cramps. When I suggested an arugula smoothie each morning, she was very doubtful. A green smoothie? Doctor, really? But Eleanor persisted. And after just 2 weeks, she walked into my clinic with a radiant smile I'll never forget. I just walked to the park, she said, eyes glistening, without stopping once. Do you know what power helped Eleanor do that? It's because arugula is the queen of natural nitrates. Imagine our body as a construction site rebuilding our blood highways. Nitrates are the most valuable raw materials, and arugula is the richest mine supplying that material abundantly. When you drink an arugula smoothie, you're supplying your body with a massive dose of nitrates, enabling it to produce nitric oxide, thereby widening the blood pathways and bringing warm blood back to your feet. Yes, I know, it's a bit pungent, a bit peppery, and it requires a blender and commitment. But think of Eleanor. Think of the feeling of walking freely. My recipe is simple: 2 cups arugula, 1 cup blueberries, half a banana, and unsweetened almond milk. Drink it immediately after blending, because the most miraculous things are often fragile and need to be seized. Don't see it as just a smoothie, but as a promise to your own feet, a promise of freedom. Number 1, beetroot juice, my dear friends. After over 3 decades in medicine, I've witnessed countless advances in modern medicine, but there is a humble truth I always cherish: the greatest solutions are often found in the earth, not in the laboratory. And this, looking at the glass, is the clearest proof. I want to tell you about Arthur, a 75-year-old retired carpenter. When Arthur came to me, he said his feet were so cold it felt like walking on ice cubes instead of the floor. He had tried everything. Then I suggested he try this ruby red elixir, as I often call beetroot juice, each morning on an empty stomach. After just 3 days, Arthur called me, his voice choked up. Doctor, this morning I woke up, and for the first time in 10 years, I could feel warmth in my toes. After all we've shared today, perhaps what I most want to convey to you isn't a magical formula, but a simple philosophy about health that I've distilled after years of walking alongside people our age. A patient, I'll call her Helen, once asked me, "Doctor, is it too late for me?" She was afraid she had waited too long to change. And I told her what I now want to tell you. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Our bodies after 50 are like a garden that needs more meticulous care. Every choice we make each day, from the morning beetroot juice to the afternoon hibiscus tea, or the decision to walk an extra 15 minutes, are like spring raindrops nourishing that garden. They aren't miracles, but patience. The patience to listen to your body, the patience to experiment, and the patience to trust in its innate ability to heal. Remember, this isn't a race. It's a stroll. There will be days you forget, times you feel discouraged. That's perfectly okay. Tomorrow morning, start again gently. Begin with a warm glass of water, a deep breath, and a slow step. Love your body with the tenderness you'd offer an old friend. Because, my friends, health isn't a destination. It's the journey we take with ourselves. And I believe, with the wisdom and experience of the years behind you, you can absolutely write the brightest new chapters for that journey. Keep walking, even if slowly, but surely. I will always be here, walking with you. Profound lesson: health is not the destination, but how you walk your own path. The greatest lesson isn't about what you drink, but the awareness that every small choice today, from your drinks and meals to your thoughts, is actively building your future health. Age is not a barrier, but an opportunity to live more proactively and wisely. How to apply it to your life: instead of waiting for big changes, start with one small commitment. Choose one of the drinks we've shared, perhaps beetroot juice or hibiscus tea, and make it your morning habit for the next 30 days. Combine it with 15 minutes of gentle walking and daily body awareness. Consistency in these small actions will create a profound difference over time. Interaction question: of all the beverages we discussed, which one are you most drawn to and plan to try first? Please share your choice and reason in the comments below, so we can all learn from each other's experiences. If you found this information valuable, please support the Everyday Vital Path channel by hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell. Every subscription is the fuel that motivates us to keep creating quality content, helping make our community's health journey more meaningful and complete.